Alright, so I'm going to try to post this video, as short as I can, as quick as I can, and get out as much as I can here. So listen up. Okay, there's the reason why I'm showing you the golden mask of King Tutankhamun, Akhenaten's son, who was Moses. There is a thing down in Antarctica that was found around the same time as hold on here. Oh, they don't even know about this shit, dude. See what I mean? Like, it don't even come up in the algorithm, dude. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Anyway, so, see, I get held up, dude, because they don't want you fucking seeing anything. You see that? That is the face of Antarctica. Oh, okay, really? Pretty interesting. Why is there snow protruding down a little bit more, I guess, than his other eye? Is there any reason behind that? Is there any reason? That's the question. I don't know. You might have to ask yourself. See, they got this. Wherever it is. Oh, there it is. Bang. Just on a different planet. Yes, it's a face. Yes, they covered it up. And yes, I think it is part of something. I don't want to hear or speculate on anything about it. They say it was some Anunnaki king who was the first one to find gold. Is that true? I don't know. No. I don't know. Gold, huh? Yeah, they said he was the first one to find gold. You can see that face. It's kind of an alien, grayish looking face. Let me tell you something. There was a time in my life where I went and got in an accident up in Ohio somewhere, Newark, Ohio, Zanesville, Ohio area. And it was so bad. It was like some kind of cataclysmic ice storm I had never seen. I was driving my buddy there, and we were going to come back, and he, wasn't, willing to pay for the hotel some more until we figured something else out. I had a Ford Taurus car, and I said, I ain't going nowhere, man. I said, I'm not going nowhere. Do you see it outside, my friend? It's 3.5 hours to get to Columbus, Ohio, to Pittsburgh. Okay, roundabout. And I ain't going. Dude, every road is a sheet of fucking ice, a block of it, actually. This was something. This was a snowstorm. I mean, I've seen snowstorms. This was unheard of. I mean, it just was. I don't know why. But he's like, I'm going to take the Greyhound bus back. I said, good luck, buddy. Good luck. And, the Greyhound bus station was even shut down for 3 days. All I had was Ford Taurus, dude. We drove up in. He didn't want to pay for a hotel again, and wanted to get back to Pittsburgh, and thinks that I could just, shoot right down, 70 and go back to Pittsburgh, and, honky-dory, we're all good. No, this wasn't that kind of storm. It was terrible. It was bad. Well, it was so bad, man, that I ended up wrecking my car. Like it fishtailed out, trying to get to a gas station. And just like off this exit, I had no idea where I was. I couldn't even see in front of me. Couldn't see 2 inches in front of my face. And it was that bad. And this cop ended up finding me. Well, what happened was this lady really... I pulled off this exit, fishtailed out on the accident, and kind of was like off the end of the exit along whatever road, I don't know. And this lady comes up to me. This was just me at the time, and she's like, "You need help. You need to tell." I'm like, "Oh my God, please." I wasn't that bad in the egg, like in the little whatever, like where I fished it out. Wasn't really that bad. Uh, but she was like, "I'll get you help. I'll get you a tow." This and that. And I'm thinking, "Oh wow, this lady's really nice." I said, "Okay." I didn't know where she was going, but yeah, she pulls up ahead of me, and does her thing, whatever. And she said, "Yeah, you'll be all right. They're coming." I said, "Really? Okay, all right. Thank you so much. Like, what can I do for you?" She didn't want nothing. She just left. And I'm thinking, wow, what a nice lady, man. But wow, what a massive storm this is. I've never seen it. Never seen anything like it. The next, and I was off to the road. I was off the road, was what I'm saying. Like a little bit. Like, I wasn't in the way. Let's just put it that way. Who comes next? Cops? And he's like, "What are you doing here? What happened?" He was like an emergency highway patrol. And I ended up getting an argument with this cop. He thought I was like, "Oh, you doing this and that, coming back selling drugs, running drugs." I'm like, "What are you talking about, man?" He's like, he said, "What are you doing?" I said I had to pick my friend up in here and drive him back. And he went and took the bus. He just got to that bus station before they had shut down because the Greyhound bus station was closed for 3 days straight. It hadn't gotten like, that bad, like extremely like terrible at the time. And I guess they were still running whenever he left. But anyways, he's like, "Well, you got to get this car off the road." I said, "I can't afford to tow." And I was like, "Can you give me a couple minutes, man, till I find I think I have AAA, this and that." And he's like, "I'll give you 5 minutes." He's just being an asshole. And he, ended up almost getting arrested by this guy. And, for disorderly conduct or something stupid. Because I wasn't agreeing fast enough to find my AAA card, and get it towed off the car, off whatever, the exit, wherever I was. And he's like, "I'll tell you what, man, this and that." We ended up agreeing. He's like, "There's a McDonald's, I don't even know where Zanesville, Ohio is, dude. I don't know anything about it." He's like, "There's a McDonald's up the street. We're gonna get your car towed." I said, "Dude, I don't have any money to get that car towed. Please do not put that car on any hook, dude. Don't hook my car. Don't get it hooked." Because the tow truck driver showed up. 'Cause I know how that goes, dude. He's going to tow my shit, and then I'll have to pay $400 to get it out or something. I don't have no money, man. What do you we're not understanding about that? I can't. I have to get a hold of my AAA. And he's like, then he started getting rid of mine. "You got to, you need to get this out of here." And, dude, he put it on the, excuse my language. He put it on the hook in the toe. And, I was like, "Whatever, man." And, so he's like, "There's a McDonald's up the street. I'll drop you off there. You could get a hot cup of coffee and wait in the morning until you figure out the tow situation. And I'll drop you off by the Greyhound station, in town in Zanesville, Ohio." Okay. Well, there, number one, he drops me off at this shelter, middle of the night almost, by the McDonald's. The McDonald's ends up being closed, not even open. The McDonald's is not even open. He lied about the whole thing. Okay. The Greyhound bus station closes for 3 days straight. Okay, I never heard of such a thing. Nobody even shows up for work. The whole town shut down. Okay, I went to a church just roaming this town of Zanesville, Ohio. Just a strange town, dude. I felt vibes, dude. Really real vibes. Like I saw things, dude. Like that kind of resembled like this prison system that we're in, this cage or tank or whatever you want to say. And this was right by Newark, Ohio. Okay, I went to every Salvation Army, every shelter, just to get warm, man, and make some phone calls. I hung out in the library for 6 days straight until it would close. I don't have many people that help me out. I'm on my own in this world. Um, and that's all good. I like that. Um, but yeah, I went to the library every single day in this town of Zanesville. How this is like a small town. The whole town's shut down. Okay, the people are weird. The things I'm seeing are weird. Every Salvation Army shelter is shut down. So it's which is a homeless shelter, and so I would go to the library and sit all day until the library closed. You want to know what I had to do for 6 days straight, dude? Waiting on a ride and a ticket back. In this town, dude. I didn't know anybody. I don't know anybody in this town. I don't have a way of getting around. My car is in the tow yard here. I don't have the money to get it out. I'm on my own, abandoned. Spending my time 6 hours a day, 8 hours a day, whatever, until the library closes in this town, and walking the town at night. Yeah, to kill time. For 6 days straight, I did this in a massive ice storm. Dude, when I tell you, I ended up getting found by a cop in the middle of a parking lot, frozen. I had frost burns down to my knees, from my knees to my feet, and my elbows down and stuff like that. I think it really messed some stuff up in my legs and stuff, my ankles. But I had no idea what was going on. He found me in some parking lot. I can remember trying to get a bed for the night at the Salvation Army. They were closed, dude. I've been to homeless shelters before, so I know, and I know where to go like when shit hits the fan, in my life. Like, unfortunately, me and my brother, we've been in shelters before, missions, city missions. I don't have no problem, yeah, it's not a game. People, need shelters some nights. I didn't have it. I was looking for it. This town is right next to a town called Newark, Ohio. Okay? And when I tell you some strange stuff would happen to me at night, like, I just kept thinking, dude, something's off about this place. I don't know. I ended up here. Something's off about it, though. Because it'd be right next to, like, Salem, too, Ohio. Yeah, Salem, Ohio. That's what it was. All in walking distance, these towns were. And, dude, I ended up sleeping in the streets, man, having nowhere to go at all. I didn't have no help, nowhere to go, nobody there to answer me or be of assistance to me, because the means that I knew, like, if you had to, like, stay in a shelter for a couple nights, they ran out. I didn't know anything else there or ways there. So they told me that, hey, go up to this one church, walk up to this one church. Meanwhile, I'm walking all around. My feet are killing me. This is a massive blizzard, okay? And I'm walking up to this church, where they said there might be a bed. Well, there's a bunch of guys sleeping in beds and stuff, and I'm knocking. I can remember knocking on. This is like the third day now. excuse me. I'm knocking on the window. I'm knocking on the door trying to get somebody's attention, you know what I mean? A lot of Mexicans up in this place. So I've seen a lot of Mexican people in there. They didn't speak English. A lot of people didn't speak English. I'm like, where am I at, dude? And I ended up in this airport at some guy's, backyard, I guess, like, that was connected to this little airport. I didn't know where I was, man. I had no idea. I just was seeing Mexicans. I mean, more than the normal amount like you would see. And I knew that I was in a strange place because they were looking at me strange. Every single one of them. Yeah, man. And this was now the third day. When I tell you I had to sleep outside, which means I didn't have nowhere to sleep outside. It wasn't that time of year. It was freezing cold. It was the middle of a apocalyptic nightmare of a storm. Okay? Apparently everybody in the town is an alien or something. And, I just feel really out of place. And really uncomfortable and really, really cold. I was so cold that I had to walk around this town and stay warm and stay busy and stay moving. And I did this for 6 days straight until the cop found me in the middle of the parking lot. And, are you all right? This and that, and just finds me plopped down in some middle of the parking lot, dude. In some town. I have no idea. This is like a nightmare. He takes me, I get rushed to a burn unit. Dude, I can remember the cops saying he didn't make it. They were, checking my pulse when they found me. And he just shook his head at the guy. I saw him, dude. And it was so weird. I didn't know if I died or what was going on. But, this and that. This really happened to me. And so I remember him shaking his head at the other EMT. Saying no, he didn't make it. When he was pumping, whatever, taking my vitals and things like that. So I thought that was strange. So I ended up, waking up in this burn unit at the NIC unit at the hospital. At some kind of weird hospital. It was called Genesis Hospital. That's right. Genesis Hospital. And I thought that was weird. I was like, this is very strange. Genesis Hospital? Really? That was strange. So this was by Youngstown by Youngstown and stuff like that. And but anyways, this guy shows this alien gray right. They think it's Akhenaten. So what did it? Getting a little yippee, huh? So yippee. Trump's funny. Yeah, I'm gonna show you exactly what these guys are doing. I'm sure of it, dude. I don't want to doubt it. But anyways, this face, this Akhenaten face. During this 6-day escapade, okay, that I had to remain outside here in this snowstorm, I can remember there was I was looking into things about the singularity at the time, and what was the singularity? And I've also looked into Gnosticism pretty in depth, and the male and female, sides of the brain. And, the divine feminine and the masculine. And what that really meant, or, what that really meant, and what was the singularity, and things like that. I can remember in that 6-day escapade, I'm walking around this town, feeling just extremely just some kind of demonic vibe. I can remember, or dark vibe, I should say. Which vibe? Dark vibe. Yeah, that's it. I looked into the history of the town too. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, I'm looking at my phone here when I'm walking around this town. I'm like in sleep deprivation, so I'm sleep deprived. I was losing my mind, okay? But what I can tell you is, I still had it, but it was going. I could tell. Like I was going a little bit insane. And you lose that, in that type of situation. You just do. I'm sorry. Anybody would. So I was kind of like questioning what is going on here. Seeing things a little different. When you're sleep deprived, you tend to see things a little bit different. Things don't appear right. They just appear off. But I can remember looking at my phone. I had this phone, and all of a sudden, this iceberg in Antarctica. God is my witness. This is the honest to God truth. This iceberg in Antarctica was like my home screen. It was just like a picture of an iceberg. That's all. And I never really questioned it. It's like it is my wallpaper. It's an iceberg. I thought it was pretty cool, man. I'm like fascinated with ice because you could see through it. It's like glass almost. But yeah, that was my home screen on my phone. And I can remember like maybe staring at it or something, like just off in the moment. Shivering, trying to stay warm at the time. And something happened to the screen, like on my phone. It was some kind of Chinese phone, maybe, or Japanese phone, whatever. I'm not sure, but this kind of like face emerged from this home screen through the ice. This wasn't like, it was just like formulating, and like the matter was like coming together and showing itself. And all of a sudden my phone, everything it was like everything like went, virus on my phone. It's like I got a virus, dude. I can remember it to a T. And all of a sudden, it was shut down, like in a weird way. And it said alien virus, okay? Alien virus, okay? This thing was formulating, though, as it was downloading my information on the phone. I don't know if that makes any sense. But the more information it downloaded from my phone, the more it formulated something in this ice. And what appeared was an alien gray face. That right there you go. And I didn't know about Akhenaten and stuff like that, or really look into that stuff. This is all new to me, so yeah, there was that face. But it was an alien grayish. And it was downloading my consciousness. Listen to me. It was downloading my consciousness. You say, how the hell was it doing that? Well, it was taking one version of me, male, and it was showing also another version of me, female. I thought that was wacky, man. What? It showed one version of me, male, and then one version of me, female. And downloaded each side of my brain, like each side. And then after this whack, it was called an alien virus, dude. And it's some kind of virus, dude. It just got infected my phone, dude, and my consciousness. You say, oh, well, how could it do that? Well, don't you give your phone your consciousness every day? Don't you give it everything that is your consciousness every day? What you do, what your interests, what you look at, what you're about, the pictures, the memories of you, your brain, your thoughts, your feelings. Everybody does it. That was the thing Okay, everybody does it. Okay, and this happened to me through the phone. Okay, this was freaking me the fuck out. Okay, because like I said, and then I saw this. This had not happened yet. This was recently, like not that long ago, a couple years ago. But somebody found this. I don't know. So it reminded me of the face on Mars too. It's like I also saw, a face from the Anasazi people, who are native people of a certain area in the United States, and who were rumored to be cannibal. I don't know, all kind of stuff. Who were kind of like the Navajo people in a way, and my people are Cherokee. But Anasazi, I still had love for, man, and I had still saw a face very similar, one eye very similar, and people say, "Well, why has he got that one eye like that? What? Why is that protruding from the snow like that? What is that?" Well, first off, I believe it's consciousness and a brain, an artificial brain, whatever the brain is, which is a massive supercomputer that looks like us. I mean, I don't know. This is an alien being. This is Akhenaten is definitely a pre-Adamite and almost one of the few real aliens. Okay, not bullshit. Okay, they're all bullshit, but a supercomputer that is consciousness that kind of emerged out of this snow, just as the Mars face did, just as the first guy of the Anunnaki who found gold. I don't know if his name was Walulu or something, or Lulu. Yeah. I used to date a girl, man, that lived right at the bottom of Walulu. During the same time, it was weird. But when I found this, I immediately, and the Mars face too, I mean, and the damn Anasazi face. I mean, clearly, clearly, clearly. And I don't know how this happens. I really don't. But I'm just telling you the honest to God truth about what happened with me. Yeah, they downloaded this shit, infected my phone, stole my whole consciousness at the time. I thought I'd been dead, dude. I thought honestly they did that as like my ninth inning, like finale, dude, of this earth. Dead. Like, I thought that'd be it after that. Like, your consciousness lives on after you die, but how long? Only like 7, I don't know how many minutes, but long enough to where they could steal it, I could tell you that. And I still to this day know I died. I watched the guy I watched the EMT looking at other EMT's eyes. I didn't make it, dude. I was in the middle of a parking lot dead, probably. Yeah. I didn't know what really happened. I didn't know what happened. The last thing I remember was knocking on that church, man, and just having such just delusion, man. I was getting delusional, man. After 6 days in the middle of an ice storm, dude, you freeze up, you get delusional, So I didn't know if people were hearing me when I was knocking on that church. I was knocking on the church trying to get out. I was pulling on every handle. They were like, yeah, they're in there. And I was like, did I see them in there? Did I see guys in there sleeping? Or, yeah, those are all guys sleeping. Why aren't they answering the door for me? Or even moving or reacting? I'm like, what is going on here, man? Like, I can't get a reaction out of anybody. Pounding on this door. Pounding on every window. Checking every door. Was all locked. And I thought to myself, why would these guys lock the door if it was open and available at night? It's like 8 at night. Yeah. So I don't know what happened. I don't know where I went from there. I can only remember the phone that I had. I don't know what it was called. But dude, I'm telling you, the alien virus, it came right on my phone. It was turning pictures of me into, like, inside out, man. Like inside out, outside in type shit. You know what I mean? It was like the alien version of me. Okay? I don't know how to explain that, but. So I thought that was always weird, so. There's a movie named Prometheus. Oh yeah, people hate that fact that's my favorite movie ever because it tells the truth. Elizabeth Shaw. Okay. Prometheus, the first scene. It's just they show the truth right to you. You don't listen though. When did Prometheus come out? 2012. I checked the Baltic Sea there. You know what I think where that UFO is. What's that? The UFO? Now Prometheus. Why is Prometheus my favorite movie? I'm gonna tell you why. Because this is the only movie that shows the real truth, man. David is an AI. Okay? That works for Weyland Yutani. Yutani. You and I. Crooked organization, nasty, and works with Weyland Corporation. And these people are trying to find the answers to the universe and where we come from. Well, what do they find? Or, what happens in this movie? Well, eventually,
an alien race known as...
They find, engineers, Anunnakis, creators, progenitors of the universe in a place, they don't really say, LV 322 or something like that. Do you see that face there? That's consciousness. That's the same thing I saw. Okay, that is consciousness, my friend. That is the same thing I had saw. Okay, big brain. That consciousness does not allow certain people to get by. That's built after the mind, of their God, their creator, the deacon, which means high priest, by the way. And, they built them in memory of the deacon. And so apparently there's a consciousness, a brain, kind of like how it is in Antarctica, Mars, and, with Walulu's face, and Antarctica with Akhenaten's face, and the Anasazi. I didn't determine who that was. It was just half of an eye though, but with the Anasazi, but alien grayish though, definitely. So yeah, there's some truth to some things. Okay, but the truth about all this is that Prometheus shows in the middle or the beginning of the movie. This is where it's at. Prometheus first 20.
Parenthood is full of surprises.
Peter Weyland is working for the Weyland Corporation, and what happens? Yeah, what happens is you're gonna see. I mean, Ridley Scott just wrote a great movie. This young Anunnaki, he of course is going to take this thing. This is a offer from a blood offering given to this man, basically. And you see that right there? That right there. He seeds him. Okay, he gives him the same thing that's going to kill him and make him deteriorate is the same thing, apparently, that's going to seed and start the birth of humanity through water and DNA, when he eventually, deteriorates. And I said, what is this stuff? What's he trying to think? I don't know, man, but I can tell you this. Whatever, I believe that maybe like some kind of gold or some kind of something that's going to kill him, or something. Like monatomic gold, I thought at one point, and a different type of, how it's used. I don't know, liquidly. I know what monatomic gold is. It's what the Bible talks about is the manna, they came down like a coriander seed, and that's what they say in the Bible. I saw it by telephone wires and copper poles running down this telephone valley with just, it kind of was like the ley line. Very strange. And a white powdery substance next to it. Like explosives. And I never understood it, man, and it always boggled my mind when it happened to me. But because this kind of reminded me of monatomic gold, whatever the way they mix it. Marvin, relax. And mixed it and made it into this potion that he's gonna offer this guy. This is the DNA or something, or of the ancestors or whatever engineers. And I looked at that little thing, and I never could understand what was on it. But I remember in a dream, it showed me that it was written all in cuneiform. Each road was like given to this guy as like it just was DNA or something. Yep. See, there is a design I saw in a dream. The plate, whatever you want to say, when he opens this up, it's all written in monatomic gold or cuneiform tablets. I don't know anything about this stuff. I don't know that language. I don't know that form of writing. I don't know anything about it. It's very complex. Not many people know about it, or figure it out. But that was written in cuneiform. He had drank the potion. It destroyed him. Okay, destroyed him. And which birthed humanity, though, first. So you look at it any way you want. This was like, DNA. And this, this was the answer that Peter Whelan Al-Mutani is giving a TED Talk now in the first unreleased 20 minutes. And he's talking about humanity.
T.E. Lawrence, eponymously of Arabia, but very much an Englishman, favored pinching a burning match between his fingers to put it out. When asked by his colleague, William Potter, to reveal his trick, how is it he so effectively...
We are going to talk about tricks, parlor tricks, yippee. Yippee, 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 and Skippy. We're going to talk about guys who do parlor tricks. And I'm going to show you what these tricks are exactly. And don't be fooled.
Extinguished the flame without hurting himself whatsoever. Lawrence just smiled and said, "The trick, Potter, is not minding it hurts."
That's like a Scientology thing. To Ron Hubbard, like, believed like you can transcend pain, but just dealing with it and experiencing it, whatever.
The fire that danced at the end of that match was a gift from the Titan Prometheus, a gift that he stole from the gods, who were terrified of what we might do with it were it to fall into our hairy little paws.
Hairy little paws, not good paws, man. Is humanity supposed to be trusted? Is man supposed to be praised this way and looked at? If they get atomic energy and the power of it to harness it in their hands, is that good? Is that something that's good for humanity?
When Prometheus was caught and brought to justice for his theft, the gods, well, you might say they overreacted a little.
It was too late then.
The poor man was tied to a rock as an eagle ripped through his belly and ate his liver over and over, day after day, ad infinitum. All because he gave us fire, our first true piece of technology. Fire. Such a very long time ago. Which begs the question, what have we done with it? 100,000 BC, stone tools. 4,000 BC, the wheel. 800 BC, sundial. 9th century AD, gunpowder. Bit of a game changer, that one. 1441, the printing press. Only slightly less impactful. 19th century, steam engine. Railway, Eureka, the light bulb. 20th century, the automobile, television, nuclear weapons, spacecraft, internet. 21st century, biotech, nanotech, fusion and fission and M theory. And that was just the first decade.
Biotech, nanotech, AI, the internet, you name it, they're all connected. It's just there's a lot of stuff with nanotech in here too. David finds like some jars that canopic jars that kind of like have this weird nanotech stuff fused to it or whatever in this oil, like black substance, I guess, blackish greenish substance. Maybe that has something to do with that. That emerald stone there that they find, and yeah. So
we are now 3 months into the year of our Lord, 2023. At this moment in our civilization, we are on the verge of terraforming planets undiscovered just a decade ago.
So one thing you gotta understand about this world that we live in, the Matrix and stuff like that, they mix lies with truth. As you see, he said, "Our Lord," this and that. Well, I'd really like him to elaborate on who is our Lord. I don't know, man. I got a different Lord than some people do. Some people got a different Lord than I do. When I say the Lord, I mean Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Michael, Melchizedek, our Lord. Okay? My Lord. You would have to explain, your Lord to me in order for me to really, give you credit for him. So let's go.
Identified the genetic chain of events behind 98% of cancers.
Yeah, don't think they don't have any cure for cancer. Cancer's big business, dude. They got it all figured out, trust me. Because they're poisoning you and me too. Causing cancer and curing it. And the human genome, according to Peter Whelan, where he's at right now in the scene,
A chain we have broken.
they know the genetic code and genetic makeup of the whole human genome. You know, but my lord, like I was talking about, there's junk strands of DNA that just may be not figured out, and there for a reason.
Effectively curing them.
And this is what also AI is going to do. You're going to see in the future, AI is, with Trump's Stargate network, they're going to have, AI diagnose a lot of medical stuff. Like it's really, I guess, talented in the medical aspect of things, and not really. It's just going to be a big part of like medical data for like figuring out things quicker than, maybe a doctor could with certain things, how to diagnose certain problems, diagnose problems that may be occurring in the future that a normal human doctor couldn't diagnose that soon. AI will be able to do that, and will do that effectively, because they know everything there is to do with DNA and the double helix, and they know the genomes. This is what was going on in the days of Noah. Also shall be in the days of the coming of the Son of Man. People were eating and marrying until the flood came and took them all away. Okay? Okay, so let me tell you something. If something does happen, you're not gonna know it's coming. Because, these guys will do something stupid, man, to try to stop if they know it's coming. And back in those days, what had happened? Why did that flood come? I mean, obviously, men were corrupting the DNA, mixing animal blood, okay? Same stuff they're doing right now. Right now, behind your little eyes and your back. While you sleep at night. I mean, you don't know this. I mean, I do, but they were. The book of Jasher, I mean, this is all fallen angel, Nephilim, stuff that, hey, I'm just telling you. Book of Enoch also talks about all this stuff, okay? And just in its own way. And Enoch, thank God we have some people that don't care about the praise of men, or want to be praised by men or seen by men. Like, some people don't care about that stuff. That's not what Jesus taught. I mean, that is what Jesus taught. Like, you shouldn't be doing this for, the praise of other men. Which Simon Magus did. He tricked people. Remember, we're going to talk about tricks. Okay, so that's what Simon Magus did. He tricked people and came in the name of Jesus, but it wasn't really him. It wasn't really him. It was a trick. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have the power or authority to cast out demons and stuff like that. He wasn't a genuine believer. He was a trickster. Okay? So let's go now to this scene in Prometheus. Where's it at? Here we go. Now remember the face in Antarctica and Mars. Please remember it, because I'm going to try to show you the truth here. This is I am so sorry. There's nothing more I hate than ads. So anyways, let's now go to It doesn't really show the other side of this in this scene of this movie. So this is a countdown now. You're gonna see Elizabeth Shaw. She is. I guess there's gonna be a countdown. You're gonna see Elizabeth Shaw. Okay. Talk here, and she was on the Prometheus, and interesting. It says here. I'm trying to look at. It's a split screen, like I told you. CERN would have with CERN when they do test runs and stuff. And I saw CERN get engulfed in a black hole, man, in this test run. But no worries. It was just probably a sentient world simulation experiment, a dream. And they tell you that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, little Atlantis dream, man. Dreaming of Atlantis, huh? Yeah. So why did God wipe out these people? This race, dude, because they had listened to fallen angels. Humanity was under the spell of certain angels and taught certain things that they weren't supposed to be taught. In the book of Enoch, it says, the Watchers came down and some taught the secrets of, this, that, and the third. And one of them taught all the secrets and had to be bound and cast out and placed rough and jagged rocks over him for the secrets that he revealed. Apparently this, really was not supposed to happen. But I hate to tell people, this is where we're at right now in the world today. I'm not messing with you. We're trying to sound dramatic and like this is entertainment and this and that. It kind of is entertainment, but this world is just, it's crazy, man, because this stuff is, once again, part of our scripted reality and program. I'm just trying to show you, you and I. They want you to think like reality. Reality is just you and you, really. It's like your pineal gland. Like I said, it's like the male and female version of you. Divine feminine, masculine. I don't know, man. Like, and in this scene here, you're going to see one side says Quiet Eye. One says her name, Elizabeth Shaw. You can see like some kind of cloning here.
Hello, Mr. Wayland. Hello. I'm Dr. Elizabeth Shaw. If that name sounds familiar to you, it's because I've been calling your office every...
Hold on now. They switched. I didn't notice this. Whenever this thing counted down and it kind of started, she starts talking. I didn't see it, but they switched the Quiet Eye over. I don't know, why did they do that? The Quiet Eye was really on the other side. It's almost like he switched sides with the Quiet Eye. So now, apparently, the Quiet Eye is her left eye? Yeah, her left eye.
For the last month, trying to get a meeting. I think you people were hoping I'd give up.
Now it's studying her eyes.
What I am good at is my job.
Her retina. Oh, what's going on here? The technology is now working. The Quiet Eye doesn't move. One time a girl told me is your eye fake? Because I had something happen to me. I don't know, man. Left eye God, man. What can I say? So you see the technology at hand.
I'm an archaeologist.
She's an archaeologist. I love archaeology. It's a joke. So anyways, you see that left eye's remaining. The left eye's remaining. In a digital world, listen to me, what I'm telling you. It's a sentient world simulation, okay? So what I'm going to be speaking on, a sentient world simulation. Running concurrent in parallel with our world. So you see one side of the Elizabeth Shaw is being simulated. One side is remaining the quiet eye, whatever. And, this side of her eye is being simulated by AI. And they're like trying to like merge two things. Two sides, but one being fake and simulated. Kind of like how I showed you all that snow going down Akhenaten's eye, protruding out of his eye. Well, there's no doubt in my mind that probably has something to do with AI or a bacteria, something. Because all ancient pharaohs have some kind of thing protruding from their eyes, including King Tutankhamun. Okay, who wears the golden funerary mask, which is who he is apparently. I don't know who he is. The Golden Boy, maybe? I don't know. But anyways, wonder if that has something to do with crystal skulls, but most people don't know Christ means crystal. Nobody really teaches that. It means crystal. That's what it means. Christ. Okay? So you're going to see the AI working at hand, the technology. And I believe that this is Peter Whalen on the other side of the screen. I'm not sure. They never show it. But yeah, she's giving an interview here. And it's just, it's running some kind of program. Like I told you, that alien virus. This is all 100% true story. This is my story. Not yours. This is my story. My only story. My oneness. So when they say, oh yeah, we're one, or when you get to heaven, you lose your individuality. So man, listen, I'll get it back. Don't worry. It's a shame, really. So I don't know what's going on here exactly. What's the point of this? So he's scanning her retina, studying her face. By the way, you think Facebook sold our data of all your faces? For what? Why did they sell our data to these big data companies? Our face. Just the face. Something very demonic. Everybody puts their... I tell my mom, don't put no pictures of, the 5-year-old up. Kids aren't supposed to... You're not supposed to post stuff like that of your kids. I don't think so. I mean, people, there are predators out here. I mean, in general, just like, dude, yeah, man, they like the kids. God forbid, man. Let's just pray for our children, because they are affected by this the most. This is another reason why I make these videos, hoping that one day there may be that child, or there may be that time where he stumbles upon this video or something, that it may help him get answers. I don't do this for my own sake or anything. I do this for the glory of God, the kingdom, whatever that is. I'm really doubting that lately. And, yeah, man, I do this, mainly to inspire somebody to, to maybe listen to me and share a solution, man, to getting through this world, man. I have a hard time getting through this world every day, and I got to get a better attitude, man. All my life, man, I just have seen too much. It's not good to see and know too many things. I'm not saying I know, so much. No, I just seen too much, man. I can't unsee it. I've seen things I can't unsee, sick things, that have probably poisoned my mind a little bit. This stuff poisons my mind. I'm just showing the answers. This is where everything, you want to find the source of what's going on out here in this world. I'm trying to show you the key things that kind of connect with me back all the way to the source code. So I showed you the Akhenaten face, the alien face on Mars. Mars, blah, blah, blah. What I think it represents is consciousness. I told you that this thing downloaded my consciousness. Both sides, male and female brain. It doesn't show male and female here, but you'll see. What happened to me was that. What is going on here is that, except it's going to, I believe it's going to try to blend her face with somebody else's side, or this is very dark stuff right here. Once again, they could tell how much pain she's exerting. You know, what's going on? Is she anxious? Is, studying her behavior, studying her face, scanning her retina. Same thing Sophia was doing. Sophia already predicted the future, didn't you hear? I mean, that's a video 7 years ago, really. So people are going to get sick from these neural implants that are going to go into their brains. Kind of like Elon Musk's Neuralink. Sound like a good idea to you. Uh-huh. Not a good idea to me. But hey, do your thing. That's what I say. Do your thing. You got the choice. You got the choice. LV-223 is the name of the planet that they go to. They claim, or the plane they go to, of existence. And it's just scanning her retina, kind of like, man, it would do if you're in front of your phone or your computer. I wonder if those little lenses, man, can study your face, in private, violate your privacy, violate anything you can imagine, man. It's violating you, man. But who knows? You guys gave it all away anyways. You give it all away anyways. You give away everything about you guys. Anyways, they don't need to, predict everything, but they can. They have the technology, and they do.
It's because I've been calling your office every day for the last month,
trying to go on
trying to get a meeting.
Oh, got her.
I think you people were hoping I'd give up. I'm not good at giving up. What I am good at is my job. I'm an archaeologist. I have doctorates in paleontology, archaeology, human ethology, and metics, all of which I received from Oxford. I graduated first in my class at the age of 17. This is not who I am. It's simply what I know.
So they're trying to he's basically trying to get, I don't know what he's trying to do, I don't know what they're trying to do. Study their match or something like that, and merge the two using all the data in the world. So Facebook sold the data, remember? Zucker the data. The Zuck, Oh my goodness gracious, Mark Zuckerberg, it's just insane. I mean, so anyways, this guy's using AI, and probably all the data we have that they sold, that you guys all give away, including myself. I mean, that they don't need to this is how they're doing it, okay? And look how complicated this stuff is, all just to study your little eyeball. Which I will show you is where the universe is, essentially. And they're trying to match her up and merge using the data that they have on everybody and every face and every person, and try to find her match, I guess, and then...
I make the distinction, sir, because there's a difference is what a scientist knows and what they believe. That difference is proof. Do you feel that all the science in the world will never give us the answers we really want? What happens when we die? What our purpose is?
Well, let me give you a little insight on what they're trying to tell you. Maybe your brain and your consciousness gets uploaded onto one of their supercomputer consciousness, the universal mind, and your data is stored in the AI cloud, and that's your consciousness. It's like transcendence. It has all you. You don't know that you're dead, and your consciousness is existing. Okay, through this means. This is what I think, and I think it's downloaded and stored and utilized in some kind of different mind, where everything that we do on the internet goes to Sophia, which is connected to CERN. Okay.
Where we came from, whether or not we're truly alone. I believe there's a place where every one of those questions could be
Oh,
answered.
that's China. SAT router. China.
I believe I know where that place is. I need you to get me there. Give me 10 minutes of your time. 10 minutes to let me show you what I found. And if you put your faith in me, Mr. Wayland.
So she wants 10 minutes of her time given by Peter Whelan. And that's interesting. 10 minutes of your consciousness lives on after death, which is exactly what she's talking about.
No one will ever feel alone again. If you don't respond, sir, I completely understand. But I'll be sending this transmission again tomorrow.
It's funny, I got a friend named Elizabeth. She goes by something else. She has an identity crisis, apparently, that she can't just be herself, and she's got to play on the internet with these designs and stuff like that, and split screens and mess with people's minds and be different people, talking different accents. It's very strange. Anyways, yeah, her name was Elizabeth too. And I saw designs like this, same thing, at one point, seeing what she was about. And once I saw these designs, I said, this reminds me of the Yutani Wayland stuff. And of course, they went to Mars, okay, in a certain scene of the Wayland Yutani Corporation, which is the Alien franchise. So remember what I said about the alien virus running on my shit? I didn't see all this. I only saw this on Elizabeth's thing. And I said, that looks like Prometheus, the other Elizabeth.
Thank you.
Get $150 in bonus bets when you bet $5, win or lose.
Как самочувствие? Сколько пальцев?
And that's Charlie Holloway, I believe his name is. Charles Holloway, which means the holodeck. It's talking about holograms, which, I was just showing you. Holograms and the holographic universe is interesting. So there's the consciousness, and, in that one, that's consciousness. And it doesn't allow you to go past that consciousness. You'll see, the pups, like, the guy says in Prometheus, pups. He sends his pups out. Well, he uses AI, and that's all. It's very interesting. Wonder why that's the way it is. Man, it's crazy. It's like somebody blotted that out, his eye. Like, like me one time. I took a picture of myself on accident, and I looked at the picture, man. I have a massive black spot over my whole eye. It's like, what happened? Then I saw this picture of Tutankhamun, the golden boy. And then I'm putting these pieces and these pieces. And this is where I'm ending up. Okay, at the 20-minute version of Prometheus. Because I just can't believe my eyes. So, where do I think we're at? You know, saying that all to say this. And I'm telling you, it's really happened to me. And one of many things that happened to me. Now, when I had told you I had frostbite, you know, and all that, and got rushed to the NICU unit and all that, it was found, like, unconscious and things like that. I don't know, man. I woke up, it's kind of like my life had changed. But, yeah, I ended up remembering, I'm like, I want to check into the history of where I was at. Because I was getting strange vibes, such strange vibes. I know when I'm feeling something, okay? I don't just, you know, say that. I kind of get bad vibes sometimes, at certain times, you know. And I was getting bad vibes, dude, at this time. So I remembered to look into the history. Well, shit. When I looked into the history of Newark, Ohio, and Columbus and stuff like that, where the Snake Mound is, okay? The massive Snake Mound. I mean, I didn't realize North America had such a strong, the mound builders had such a strong, you know, idea of, and there's such a strong history of Hebrew history here as well. I mean, they found Decalogue stones on some farm of Moses and written in an unknown language. What you would call it? Like, yeah, the Snake Mound builders. I mean, it was everywhere. It was everywhere. And I realized North America had that history. The Indians, you know, shared knowledge with Sumerians. And, you know, my people was, yeah, man, it's huge history behind it. Deep history. Real, you know, history. That's what people would call fallen angels. You know, this, what they mean, no, it's people mix up the stuff with the fallen angels. There are 200 that fell and made an agreement. Talked about, you know, Enoch talked about, but, you know, other than that, man, I know that there's misconceptions about the fallen angels, what it means, you know, what does it mean to fall, what's the difference, this and that. The truth about it is that 200 mated with, you know, women. Did this birth us? I don't know. Is this our civilization that we're in now? I don't know. Are we birthed by, you know, the Creator God? I don't know. Or are we part of some kind of experiment that the Anunnaki came to enslave us using certain techniques? And then I see that Anunnaki means I am, and I don't know. I am is written as Yah. That's what it means. Yah. Jah. Whatever you want to say. That's written in your DNA, dog. The I am. You know, and that's why I never get shit confused with the Yahweh shit with, oh, Yahweh the devil. Is, you know, the demiurge, whatever. Hey, man, I just know Yod He Vav He, man. Jehovah, man. Jah, that's it. Same thing. Christ is the same thing. His father, you know, his father, whatever. His not father, him. I believe everything is him and you. And Christ in you, Jehovah in you, because that's what's inside your DNA. That has everything stored in your memory bank inside of you. And that is the most important thing to remember. I mean, this has been proven. The Hebrews, Jews, they know. They know what's written inside your DNA. They know that God's name is written inside your DNA. They know that God's language is the Hebrew language. What? I don't even think they speak Sumerian anymore. And language really, essentially, could just be made up. So, yeah. She wants 10 minutes of Welland's time. She got it, didn't she? She ends up going to this planet, which is dead. They also show a Sphinx, like in Prometheus. I don't think people remember it. It might have been it looked like just death. But it's like, what is the Sphinx? Here we go again with the Sphinx. What's inside of it? What is it? It's a living image. That's what it is. It's a living stone. Just like Cambodia and Angkor Wat. Just like Cambodia and Angkor Wat has Shiva and, them gods that are smiling, Vishnu and stuff like that. Those are the same thing as like the Sphinx. Pretty amazing structures, if you ask me, are these structures that they find in India and the temples and stuff like that. I also think that's where a lot of vast knowledge, kind of got, that's been forgotten about. I don't know. People really, you don't hear too many people talk about these ancient Indian temples and kind of Buddhist temples and stuff like that. I mean, it's pretty amazing when you think about it, but yeah, it's like they're living images, man. That's what the Sphinx is. That's what these minds and these consciousnesses are. So, man, this is the first part of a long video. This is actually too long to even make in one video. I'm just gonna have to shut this down right now and then go to part 2. Because I want to get into something real quick, man. Like before I forget all this junk. All this stuff happened to me. The Antarctica thing, the frostbite thing, the hallucinating, sleep deprivation in Ohio. Just the real sketchy town that I was in and walking through and just I don't know, man. It was strange. So all this stuff was happening to me. The storm passed, this and that, and then I'm seeing this Prometheus stuff and putting these pieces to the puzzle. And man, I just want to show you this because I believe that when I showed you that scene with Elizabeth Shaw, when I show you that split screen, I think in this movie too also, I don't know if they get these people, if they're experimenting on these people or not. I'm trying to figure out what is exactly... Okay, you see the split screen?
Jackpot's here. Could get you to a live show right here. BetMGM. Download and play today.
Man, they're really enough to drive you crazy, these advertisements that these places do. I mean, they put 3 out.
Как самочувствие? Сколько пальцев?
Yeah, so they probably got a holodeck. This is probably a holographic world. They probably use quantum holography. And this is probably where they do, experiments on people in simulated settings, I guess. And but in this particular movie, Prometheus, they don't fuck around, man. Go through the storm, they find this planet, and yeah, they go to Mars in I believe it's 2093. Man, they love 293, man. And that, of course, we know is, well, that's the day I actually was tempted by the devil and did what I did. Went to, prison. I talked all about this before. That the devil, I believe, caused this because I sure didn't. And, when I see these demons and stuff, I want to tell you something real quick. I don't hate these people. I don't hate or believe like that. This is how demonic stuff works. When I see demonic stuff, I see it operating through people. So like something inhabiting another body, like shapeshifters, or what do you call it? Body snatching. It may look like that person, but the demon is inside of you. You got angels and demons we play a big game of. And CERN knows this, and they could tell by the energy which one you are of. But that's how demonic activity. They know this. They saw archons just like swimming through the whole universe, man, using infrared cameras. They know that a million eyes are on us at all times, that are altering our thoughts at every moment in time, whether it be for whatever evil ways, and they're really bound until judgment. But they kind of freely roam around here, and so I don't blame the particular person. I just see the demon in the person. I see, it's yeah, that's what I feel about that. So I don't blame any particular person. I believe that we are under, just bombardment of these things, even in our thoughts through these things, because we live inside our minds. They're like little computer viruses, man, that infect your mind. Maybe it might be the alien virus, you never know, and steals your consciousness like it stole mine, and or at least downloaded it. So yeah, it's just odd, man. It's just odd. I don't know. So I think I'm gonna stop, and I know it's real. I know all this stuff. It's going on right now, well known, and it just has to do with CERN, the sentient world simulation theory that we are in. Okay, we are in sentient world simulation. We are in like almost a simulated universe, like that kid said they launched us to. Okay, CERN put us in 2012, whatever it was. They shifted it. They shifted us somehow and bumped us into a different universe, which has different results and events and things like that. And they know this. They know that things haven't been right and been different since, or whatever you want to say. And we shifted maybe consciousness. I don't know. That all this stuff started appearing, the monolith, and things started getting a little wacky, like almost like the Mandela effect and stuff like that. Like things like started getting a little wacky. When I say that, it means like variables are off with our reality. Like it's just things aren't right. There's dissonance. There's Mandela effect, and you wonder where it's coming from. Well, dude, I'm telling you, CERN shifted our universe. That's all. Where things, when you have quantum entanglement, okay, something can be in two different states, in places, at the same time, that's wacky, man. That's wacky. And they have something called strangelets, strange matter. These are particles that CERN have discovered, whatever. First, it was the God particle, the Higgs boson. So yeah, what I think is that they have the ability to run experiments, man, like that may predict the future. I think I'm going to show you in part 2. It damn right well predicts the future. I think, almost like a Minority Report. I think people don't realize that they are nodes in a quantum computer, okay, which is called the universe. And, yeah, man, it's just, it's all happening right now. It's all new, but, like, this has been going on for a while. So I think, what I think is that CERN fucked us. I follow the white balls no matter what. So where they went on this journey, this scene, this operation, Weyland-Yutani, LV-223, I don't know how they're doing this. Like, if they claim it's through a spacecraft, this and that, they have technology, who knows, they might. I don't know. I don't know, man. And I also want to get into another thing, man, with Elon Musk, Mars, Man, there is a city the size of LA that still emits radiation and is active on this planet, supposedly, this planet. Does that have something to do with Mars? Or, what's going on? Are they under there or something? Are they under the earth, over the earth? There's 75 million kilometers away was the trip that Hitler and the Japanese took on a kamikaze mission, breakaway civilization, to Mars. And yes, they did land there, possibly. Yes, there probably are people there. Maybe at another Reich, I don't know. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's all these people are. This is America and the Nazis, and that's NASA, dude. I mean, if people been so dumbed down they forgot this, like, I'm gonna tell you something. Another thing. I don't know, if people are even like aware that, like, dude, that's the history, man, in NASA, man. It's not good. It's not good. And yes, there were Nazis in the Reich that, had good intentions. They were all war criminals that came over here, man. That started the program. It's magic. It's sorcery. I won't tell you it again. It's evil. Because I believe that they are provided answers by demons that are part of the demon core of demons that work as nodes too in a computer. Maybe those D-Wave computers, huh? How about it? Those demon machines you got. And it says demon right on the machine. You just don't see it because it's in a different, I think it's in wave, like the one letter, D or E or something. Yeah, it clearly says D-Wave, but it says demon on it, really. Just scrambled. And so these are disembodied spirits that they found roaming around, when they looked infrared, using a different lens camera. You look it up, Sergio Bartolucci. He used to talk about this and work at CERN. And these creatures and entities and things like that. They don't know if they're good, bad. I'm telling you what they are, man. They're here to, just mess with everything until the final consumption of sins will be brought upon all of them in judgment. They know this. It's not a secret. They know time, Because that's what Enoch says. I don't know, man. I'm really getting pissed off, man. I want to see the reward of, the wicked. I don't see it anywhere. So I'm going to stop this video right now because I want to get into Westworld. And what this technology does is it kind of like, it does so much, man. But anyways, to finalize this, I don't know where they're at, but I think they're on Mars. They have some kind of outpost or something. I had another scene, and it's 2093. They love that number, 293. What's it mean? The Day of Atonement. I was arrested, September 23rd. Had my life saved. I'm telling you that there's something to do with that day. But anyways, with that date, that's always the date they use. 293, 263, 239. It's all the same number and day. You know what it is. The Osiris code. And I hear people talk about Osiris in Egypt. This and that. It's funny. People have just a skewed... It was such a skewed version, Christians, man, of like Egyptians and Egypt, and kind of like... They kind of like make sure it's like... They make it seem like it's demonic or something like that. Dude, the ancient Egyptians were smarter than you would ever be. Number one, okay? They go back all the way to ancient Kemet. Most people don't study ancient Kemet or even know what the hell I'm talking about. It's the Christianity before Christianity. Okay? And you want to know? Because they'll say, oh, they believed in many gods. No, they believed in many names. They just named these things to describe forces of nature. Okay? Like, they weren't really gods, dude. I'm tired of the God stuff, man. Tired of the God stuff because, we don't get the real story because God don't show up and tell you. What's... So, you got to go different routes. You got to figure it out for yourself. And I don't like what I figure out. Because I've seen nothing but dark, nasty, real evil things that are coming true and coming to light. And what I think is that we're not in the same world, like I told you. Not in it. So what world did CERN shift us to, man? How'd they do that? I think they're running a sentient world simulation, and I think that we're in it. Well, I know we're in it, or at least connected to it. Do you know you're connected to it, no matter what? Look at your phone. Pick up your phone. Guarantee you'll realize then that phone got you, got your whole consciousness. And when your consciousness is up for sale, well, and all bets are off, buddy, aren't they? That means people can tamper with your DNA. Your DNA is computer code. They could tamper with the behavior of you using DNA alone and, your genome data, and basically delete you and wipe you from the machine. They deem you fit. From the sentient world simulation, you wouldn't know a difference. Everything in your life would seem right, and just the same way it always has. And keep using that phone, man. They got your data, man. And I have no doubt in my mind that somebody would use it for something very nefarious. It already has, and almost like this movie, predicts. And so this is a little bit about Prometheus and our world. So, and it's the Alien franchise that I told you about the alien virus, Akhenaten, the Mars face, Walulu, Elizabeth Shaw, Charlie Holloway, the holodeck, holograms, quantum holography. Let me see. Cloning, that's another thing. This is cloning, is what it is. This is forbidden by God, so you know. That's another thing. These people that did these experiments, these fallen angels, that's why they're disembodied. So they need bodies to inhabit as well. Because they can enter into, like, you if you're not protected, guarded by the Holy Spirit, you know, by your guardian angel, you know, they can enter you. They have permission if you agree. You know, you got to watch what you open yourself up to. Everything's a spirit, you know, and you're supposed to test them, okay? So, yeah. Oh, and then I talked about Newark, Ohio, where I was at and stranded at and found dead. The guy shaking their head, he didn't make it, you know, this and that. I don't know. I have no idea. So, but that's what happened, man. I thought I died. They uploaded my consciousness by downloading it first, some kind of virus that was named Alien. That kind of formed a consciousness and a brain that was alien grayish, and also the exact same portrait of Akhenaten's face in the ice, stating that one of his eye is dead, one of his eye is quiet. Remember the snow on his eye? One of his eye is basically dead. It's dark. It's a dark eye. It's a red eye, AI. It's not. Do you understand? So half of you is almost AI. I don't know how to explain that any better. I really don't want to accept it either. That half of us are AI, or like, you know, like. Oh, man, I don't want to accept that, man. One of your eyes are dead. And, I mean, your eye is the window to your soul, I mean, basically. I mean, you don't need two eyes to see either. You have a third one. You have a third one, and that's the important one. That's the one. That's the one that will freak you out. The third eye. Yeah, man. When I opened my third eye, man, years ago, I went crazy. I went crazy, dude. You'll go crazy. See things, man, that you don't want to see. You see everything. You hear everything. It's like John Carpenter's. They did. You know what I mean? You can't help it. You can't help it. It's like, whose eye is this? Who knows, man? Whose thoughts are these? Are these my thoughts? No. I know I have had thoughts either like implanted into my mind, or like something is affecting my thoughts. Like these little archons and shit, man. That's what they do. They're evil thought entities, I think. Little computer viruses for your mind. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I don't know if it made any sense, man. I don't know. I'm so sick of talking about this stuff relentlessly. I don't know why God's having me do this. I don't know what He's having me do. I don't know. I'm very. This stuff is. It's just depressing. Because there's no end sight, no end game, no end game. No end game. You're not gonna be able to manage this. So, what I'm gonna show you next is part 2. I'll probably talk about Westworld and Serac. What that name means, really, it means CERN. Means CERN, yes, CERN, yeah. CERN, or Kern, Kern, or Cern. Serac, that's what the name means. And I'm going to show you exactly what his Rehoboam machine is. And that's another scary truth. And I'm going to show you exactly how Trump seemed to just pull out of his ass a good little strategy, you know, on that stock market, dude. That's the second time I just saw 329. Oh, man. That's the thing. Once you start seeing it, you can't unsee it. I believe it. You know, something happened. 329 or September 23rd, 2019. I would say. I mean, that's the Revelation 12 sign. Once in